Pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everybody. We don't have any changes or additions to the agenda.
Move to close the agenda.
Second. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. We have a public hearing, residential property tax abatement, community development. This item, motion to open the hearing.
So moved.
Second. Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Hearing's open.
Thank you, Mayor. Exhibit 1A is a copy of the City of Worthington Residential Property Tax Abatement Program application submitted by Marco Ramos. The applicant is seeking approval of tax abatement for the construction of a new single-family home on Cicely Street on Lot 9, Block 2. That would be on the north side of the road. Staff has reviewed the application and concluded it meets all the parameters of the program guidelines. Therefore, staff is recommending approval of the application. After the conclusion of this public hearing, should council concur with staff's recommendation, may do so by adopting the resolution in Exhibit 1B after the completion of the public hearing. Council action is requested.
Any testimonies? So is this something that's already been done, or is this a new?
No, this will be another house they're planning to start this year. It'll be another spec home that'll later be for sale next to the one they're currently working on the north side of the road.
The duplex?
No, they're working on a single-family home on the north side of Cicely right now, towards the east end of the new section.
Okay.
And this will be right next door. Yep.
Move to close the public hearing.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Action on the hearing.
Move to approve the, sorry,
Property tax abatement.
yes, the property tax abatement.
Okay, we have a motion
Second.
and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion has been carried.
Thank you.
On to the consent agenda. We had city council meeting minutes of August 11th, 2025. Board meeting, commissions, Water and Light Commission meeting minutes of August 18th, 2025. Karen Lake Watershed District meeting minutes of July 16th, 2025. Financial statements of municipal liquor store statement period of January 1st through July 31st, 2025. Olson Park statement of revenue and expenditures, budget and actual for the period of January 1st, 2025 through July 31st, 2025. Fieldhouse statement of revenue and expenditures, budget and actual for the period of January 1st, 2025 through July 31st, 2025, and bills payable.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second, okay. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. On to administration.
All right, first case item is approval of Perry Telecom doing business as Blue Peak, an internal transaction transferring the cable TV system and franchise to a wholly owned subsidiary. Blue Peak is a franchise cable TV provider in the city of Worthington. They intend to undertake a series of internal transactions that will result in the transfer of the cable TV system and franchise currently held by Blue Peak to one of two indirect wholly owned subsidiaries, either Blue Peak BTS Power or Blue Peak ABS Asset Entity. Upon completion of the asset transfer, Blue Peak will continue to operate the cable TV system. Blue Peak notes that the transfer is being conducted as a corporate restructuring to enable additional financing to continue fiber deployment and serve customers. The asset transfer will not cause confusion or disruption to customers because Blue Peak will market and perform the services under the Blue Peak brand, maintain the same rates and terms of service, use the same customer service, technical, operational, and managerial personnel. Confidential financial statements are available for review and were delivered to me with the original request. Blue Peak has requested that the City Council grant its consent and execute the resolution that was included in Exhibit 1. And as further explanation, I did have lengthy discussion with the person from Blue Peak in Colorado that had sent this. I think for me, the easiest way to explain this is by setting up this separate entity that they're going to transfer the cable TV portion of their business. It clears off a portion of that, their balance sheet, which then makes it, the cleared off balance sheet then is attractive to investors and borrowers. So it's, in high finance, I think this is a common occurrence. We probably don't see it very much with our, generally what we see as small businesses, but Blue Peak has had their franchise, I think was, the current franchise was taken out in 2013. It's a 14-year franchise. Our ordinance limits franchises for cable TV at 15 years. So their franchise expires in 2027, at which time it most likely will be continued for another period. But after discussing this at length with the Blue Peak representative, so that I could fully understand what this was all about, and having looked at their the financial information that they sent, which again is steeped in heavy financial and accounting practices. Well, the profit and loss isn't anything real exciting. They have huge amounts of depreciation, which counteract profits that they would have in there. So it's there's not a situation where we're concerned about their solvency or continued operations. It's a restructuring with their intent that they will be investing further in Worthington and moving forward with fiber network throughout their system. If anyone has any questions, I will try and answer them.
Did they put a timeline on the fiber?
No, there was not a schedule, but I mean, we're hearing rumors from other internet providers that are looking at fiber. And I think once one entity begins installing fiber throughout the city, the others will be either following suit or may face losing significant business with their internet. And we do have 2 cable TV providers. I think if we just had one and we're relying on one cable TV company, we would certainly delve into their financial situation and solvency much deeper than we felt was needed to at this point. But this is what was requested, and from the background and research I was able to do, it's my recommendation that council move forward and approve the transfer.
Mike?
So to enable additional financing to continue fiber deployment, how much of the city do we have that is served by fiber? Is there,
I think
half or
none.
quarter?
Just
From Blue Peak? I don't think they serve.
no.
Well, from either one.
Specific, or Mediacom, specific businesses, but no
Residential.
residential.
There's no.
Okay.
And that's where we see it going. That I think what we're hearing from one of the internet providers is that they are planning to put fibers throughout the city for all customers, residential and business.
Has our service been working?
Blue Peak, I can only really talk personally. We have Blue Peak as our provider, and other than when they did some upgrades here a month or so ago, and we had some glitches with in ours that they had to come in and fix once they
Had to restart your router. That's what.
We had splitters throughout the entire house, and I guess when we upgraded, they don't work with splitters, so, and we didn't need splitters anymore because it's all internet. So once they eliminated all the splitters, it has worked just fine.
Amy, did you have something?
I had a question, like, when, as our city grows, how do these services get to the new residences? Because right now, I've been told that there's, on Cherrywood Lane, they can't get internet on the south side of the cul-de-sac,
Yeah, and this is,
or Blue Peak or Mediacom or Frontier.
yeah, and it's somewhat of a challenging situation because we've had probably 3 new residential subdivisions, and the internet or cable providers are reluctant to go in and serve them when they don't know if they're going to have any customers that actually sign up. And I think that is maybe the situation at Cherrywood, and I think when Woodland Court was developed, I think they had that problem there. We have a continual challenge with them working in our right-of-way. I think with Woodland Court, we asked all of the providers to go in at the same time so that they would be bunched together in one trench, and didn't have great success in getting them to do that. They're going to reach a point where we're not going to have access to the right-of-way because it's full. And if they want to serve an area, their only option is going to be to acquire private right-of-way through people's yards.
So then if several residents have that issue, they should call the cable provider
Yeah.
themselves and
Yes.
say, we have 4 households here that would sign up.
And we can't force them to go in.
Right,
I mean, we strongly encourage them,
okay.
yeah, it has come up on 2 or 3 occasions in the recent past.
Okay. Anybody else have any? We need to entertain a motion.
Move to adopt the resolution consenting to transfer control of franchise.
Second.
Okay, we have a first and second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion's carried.
Next is nominating committee appointments. Nominating committee met on August 21st, making the following recommendations for the Housing and Redevelopment Authority to appoint Sherry Mangill to fill the unexpired term of Bridget Huber that was expires October 31st of this year.
Motion to approve the reappointment. Second.
Okay, we have a motion and seconded. Any further discussion?
Is she only gonna be on for 2 months then? No, she'll-
This, and maybe Councilman Cooley can address this, the HRA has one board position for a resident within the HRA, and this is, the previous member moved, so was no longer eligible, and I imagine the idea is that this person will be reappointed for the full term when it comes.
Yeah, she's
She'll fill the unexpired term and then she'll be
Eligible to
asked
be appointed.
to be appointed to a first term. Yeah.
Okay, we have a motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion's carried. Vote.
My first item is to declare cost to be assessed in order of preparation of a proposed assessment. Exhibit 1 contains the resolution declaring cost to be assessed or and ordering preparation of proposed assessment. First one is project happened in 2023 on 2nd Avenue. It was a whole street reconstruction, but we were only assessing for sanitary sewer services from 10th to 12th Street. Resolution included in Exhibit 1-1. Second one is for miscellaneous unpaid charges in 2024 for removal of noxious weed and vegetation, unpaid charges for the stormwater utilities, and unpaid charges for the street light utility. Staff recommends that council pass the 2 resolutions in Exhibit 1-1 and 1-2 for sanitary sewer improvements and the special service and charges for the additional assessment.
Mike?
Is this kind of on the light side normally when we assess for these charges? I mean, it's not as, doesn't seem like very much.
Are you talking about the Second Avenue or
No, the other one,
the miscellaneous? That's year by year. If there's
Yeah.
more people not willing to pay on the bill, then there's more. If people were more taking care of their properties, there's less charges.
Yeah.
It really depends on year by year.
okay.
It's not like we're forcing them anything. It's some people forget to pay the bills and it just goes on to the assessment. That's what happens.
Okay.
Well, I think the last 2 years we've had such light snowfall, we've probably had fewer assessments for people that didn't clear their sidewalk. And I thought the same thing, that it was a relatively small number of people that were resident, or properties that were being assessed.
That's a good thing.
Yes.
Yes.
I'd make a motion to pass the two resolutions. Do you want them on one or separate?
You can do one.
Exhibit 1-1 and 1-2.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion's carried.
And second item is to call for hearing on proposed assessments. Exhibit 2 contains a resolution calling for hearing on proposed assessment for each of the following. Two same assessments, one for sanitary sewer for Second Avenue project from 10th to 12th Street, included in Exhibit 2-1. Second one is for 2024 miscellaneous unpaid charges. For removal of noxious weed and vegetation, unpaid charges for stormwater utility, unpaid charges for streetlight utility, included in Exhibit 2-2. Staff recommends that council pass the two resolutions in Exhibit 2-1 and Exhibit 2-2 for the improvements and the special service charge for an additional assessment. The resolutions call for hearings to be held at 5:30 p.m. on September 8, 2025 at the council meeting.
Motion to call for the hearing.
The resolutions.
And to approve the resolutions.
Pardon?
It's another
And to
separate.
approve the resolutions.
And to approve the resolution.
For both.
Okay, all right. So we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion's carried.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. On to council committee reports. I have nothing.
I attended the CDB Marketing Committee, and I just want to let everybody know that sponsorship requests are down. So if there's an entity that is having something that would create some heads in beds kind of marketing, to send them to the CDB Marketing Committee to ask for sponsorship. It came back this year after several years off for the Labor Day tournament sponsorship, which brings a lot of people to town. So there's room for more. So if you think of an organization, send them in.
Mike?
No.
Chris?
No report.
Steve?
Just updated notification, we sent out meeting invites last part of this afternoon for budget meetings on both September 9th and 10th. We take this initial one, we're looking at levied funds. We might be able to finish it in one meeting, but we are scheduling two just in case we run over. We have pretty much wrapped up our preliminary budget for levied funds, and it's not looking too terribly bad. And, you know, that's with some assumptions. One of the biggest assumptions is what healthcare insurance is going to do. Our estimated budget at this point includes a 12% annual increase. If you recall, last year we had a 1% decrease. We have to pre-certify by the end of September, so that will be scheduled for September 22nd. That will be doing the pre-certification. We don't get our health insurance renewals until the 1st of October, so that will be, you know, hopefully we're in a conservative estimate for health insurance, because that is a large portion of our costs, but it just is, it's a bit of a challenge to find times when we don't conflict with council meetings, committee meetings, work schedules, and everything else going on, but I think by waiting till September 9th and 10th, I think we were able to work around most of those other
Yeah,
conflicts.
that medical and family leave, is that part of the insurance?
That's a separate,
That's
separate, and we have adjusted, since council took the action of going 50/50 on the premium, that was a late adjustment that we made, that we reflected in there.
I thought I had another committee meeting at 5:15 on the night here in the chambers.
Is that public art?
Public arts, we
Yeah.
checked, yep, they moved it to the 16th.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, there's all these other meetings.
It's only a
with-
15-minute overlap, so I thought maybe it's.
That's all I have.
Okay. Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second. Motion is second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Thank you, everyone.